Okay, so we are going to start writing a new program. This is going to be an update to a program I wrote years ago, but things have changed. So, thief fan mission manager, and I'm going to call it 2016. Actually, I shouldn't do that, but I'm just going to call it this. Okay. I'm going to say, yeah, thief, man. Okay. We'll just call it that. And it'll create it for me. And we've got our form. So now let's look at the properties of the form. No. Properties window. Okay, the text is going to be thief fan mission manager. And we can start out at the resolution of, I'm going to look at my old one here. So here's the old one. That's what it looked like. But we're going to do, there's too many changes just to edit this old one. So I am going to size 770. Where is it? 770 by 350. There we go. Alright. Yep, that's actually wrong. That's just the data grid. The actual 800 by 480. There we go. Maybe we should just make it an even 500. Call that good. Alright, so let's go ahead and save this and give it a folder. Thief fan mission manager. I'm going to call the project name 2016. The solution, okay. Alright, so now there are a few things to add to it, and I'm not sure, looking at the old one here, we're not going to have to do like all of this stuff. Signed language file. Well, all these websites have died. Some websites are so stale they don't have any new stuff anymore. So we've got, we don't really, this is going to be for the new dark engine and not for the old dark engine. So we're not going to be using ddfix anymore. Game screen resolution is taken care of with the new dark engine. We don't have to worry about that. We could still do full screen menu and stuff like that. Max cache, maybe. Max cache and Thief 3. Thief 3 resolution again. New dark engine has nothing to do with Thief 3, but another dude wrote, I believe it's called Taffer Patcher, and that takes care of all the resolution stuff and the game setting stuff. So a lot of this stuff is not needed anymore. So we are going to just start redoing it. So I think instead of those menus now, we could probably just use a toolbar. Okay, so let's go common controls. Do we gotta, I don't think we have a toolbar. Let's just go to all. Is there a toolbar in here? Tool strip, I guess is what it's called. Tool strip along the top. Alright, so the first thing I guess we'll do is a setup button. And we're going to need to make it a button. Alright, I'm going to bring the properties out over here since we're dealing with this. Name. Button setup. Alright, so now we need to kind of find an icon for that, and I don't know if I got any out of my old setup here to do this. Yeah. So I wonder if we can just go try to find something from, what is it, 15 hours? Okay. I wonder if we can just go try to find something using icon finder or something. Maybe something like one of these things. Icon and archive. Let's see what that looks like. Something that looks small, that would work small. 512, 1024. Geez, give me a small one for crying out loud. Phone settings icon. Let me go settings icon 16. We'll just do it from here. Icon. Sort by size. Size, I want 16s. It's awfully small. Those are small. What if we go like 24s? Are gonna look any different? What icons fit here? What is the size of that button? 23, 22. Embed. Render mode, grid style. Okay, button setup. Well, we'll just do the 24 pixel stuff, I think. Will we get anything different for configuration? Config. Pretty much the same stuff. I'm not sure what to use. This, maybe. Folder OS. Alt 3. Alt 2. Yeah, I suppose maybe we could try something like this. Just to see. Okay, so that's in the downloads folders. Dark Kirby. So let's change its icon. Image. Clear, import. Change its icon, go to our download folder. Setting icon, oh, look at all these. One. No. Details. Date modified. We're in a cotton picking. Cool text. Okay, let's see what settings looks like here. Preview. Oh, come on. Open with photo gallery. That's what we tried. It's not quite. Yeah, it's too big. Open with snag it editor. Too small. Where's that cotton picking one that I just, what's it called? .da Kirby. What does this one look like? DA Kirby. Open with, snag it. Okay, so that's not gonna work. It's 168K though, that's kind of big. Open with paint. Okay, we'll see how that works. I'm gonna have to take it down. Alright, so let's just call that image align text. Settings. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we gotta create ourselves a little setup window now here, I guess, our settings window. So we're gonna add a dialog. Windows form. A dialog class. A dialog. All right. So now we have that. First thing we're going to do is I'm going to make it work with a couple of servers, like maybe MySQL or SQL Server itself. Actually, I'm going to start off with MySQL. So I'm going to go into I need a group box. What I need. And we're going to call this database. Now let's put in some radio buttons. Okay. Radio. We're gonna call this local. We call this MySQL. And we can do SQL Server. Where's the radio button? I keep losing it. Microsoft SQL. Okay. So we can put these here. Alright, so we'll make local the default. And we're going to say this one is checked. Right? Okay, so this is alright, so for MySQL, we're going to need, well, for both of them, we're going to need a few things. So let's get a label out here. And we're going to say this one is going to be server. Now we're going to need a text box. There we go. Server. After the server, we're going to need I wonder if we ought to just do just a connection string. Let the user do it. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go make this connection string. And we can make this multi-line. like that. Make this centered on it, like that. And we'll move these over here, like this. Something like that. So, and this is going to be our so that'll be the database connection, and we'll have to get that working. And to do that, the first thing we need to do is our database is going to be our local. We should probably call that SQLite instead of local. SQLite. Local. Local SQLite. And maybe, yeah. Okay. We got that. So when we need to, we go on. Alright, so here we're just going to go RDO check changed because it could be any one of them. Handles, RDO MSSQL, check changed. Okay, so it's going to handle those three. And we are going to say select case. Sender. What am I doing? Radio button name. Okay, case RDO SQLite. Oops, I gotta put that in. I gotta put them all in quotes. RDO MySQL and okay, now we can put them in. Put them all in quotes. Alright, so if we are in local, which would be SQLite, we're going to say text connection string visible equals false. You know what? We can do this better. Let's do this. Let's just go. If equals RDO SQLite. Then text connection string visible equal false. Else true. We need to go give our label here name because we're going to make that invisible as well. Label 1 Actually, we could probably even do this better. We go like this, Control C. We're gonna go label equals and then we can go visible. There. Do that in 2 lines. All right. Because we only really need the we need the text box, the connection string stuff visible when the radio that when the checked is not SQLite. And I totally did this wrong. So we go visible. Let's get rid of this. Totally did this wrong. RD. So we don't even need this. RDO SQLite is checked. Like that. So every time a radio button is checked, it'll come here, and if the RDO SQLite is checked, then the label and the text box become invisible. Alright. So let's go back to our form design. I'm going to save this. Let's go back to our form design and let's go ahead and work on this button here. So now we're going, let's go into our Solution Explorer, Dialog settings. Let's just with new settings, show dialog. Alright, so that'll bring it up. So now if I run this and we click here, we'll get our form. There's nothing there. Oh, yep, there it is. And I suppose we should make our database or our group box smaller. Oops. Make our group box smaller. So right now our group box is 97. Alright, so let's go here, form 1, dialog settings. Okay, so we're going to go, well, now we've got to give the group box a name, doggone it. Okay, so now we're going to go group database height equals if RDO SQLite checked. If it is checked, we're going to make it 50. Else, we're going to make it 97. Is that right? Alright, so just to see if, well, okay, so if we go here, we're going to just go right here like that. No, a little bit shorter. No, that'll work because those things will be invisible. So right there like that. And so now we're at 47. So I'm going to set it back to 97. 97. Alright. Now we're going to set it to 47. Now let's give it a try. So there, it's at 47. We click these, boom. Yeah. That works mighty nice right there. And we've done that in total of 3 lines code. So I think what we should do now is give this a real name. Define mission manager settings. Alright. Now the other things we have to set up are is that really? Hold on a second. 60 frames per second, I shouldn't have done that. I wonder how big those files are going to be. I'm going to check real quick. Let's get over here. Gonna go to the Open Broadcaster settings. 332 meg for 21 minutes. That ain't bad, I guess. Alright. Alright. So now, let me go look at our dialogue in the old one. So I'll bring the old one over here, and I'll bring up the settings dialog. Setup, right? That's the setup one. Okay, so this is what it looked like before. Now before it depended on file names, because Thief 1 was just named Thief EXE, Thief 2 was Thief 2 EXE, Thief 3 was T3 EXE, and System Shock 2 was Shock 2 EXE. But now since New Dark, they're pretty much, you know, if you just copy them over, the same executable works for all 3 games. So now we're going to have to choose which game we're loading for the executable. Target game directory and fan mission directory setup. So I'm going to move this aside, and I'll be using that as kind of a guide. But so what I should do is now we're going to go source game directory setup. So I wonder if I can copy this. If I go copy, and if I can paste it into here. Well, that worked. That was nice. So there we go. So really, let's see what I can do here. So if I locate the game executable, yeah, I'm trying to think of how this is going to work. Locate the game executable. Oh no, I don't want to do that because of, okay. So let's go with open file dialog. All right. Now we're just gonna go, since we can no longer, here real quick, I'll show you. See right here, we used to set our filters to these. Thief EXE, Thief 2, T3, and Shock 2. Can't do that anymore. So now we are going to set the filter to just executables, I guess. So equals okay, that's about all we can do for that. Actually, this might be better here. I don't know. Let's see. With filter, multi-select, and title. If you hear the kids screaming in the next room, it's because they're arguing over a game. They're playing multiplayer Gary's mod, and one gets mad because the other one's doing something in game that they don't want them to do. So they fight. But they're also autistic, so you know, you just kind of have to put up with it. Title equals so that gets rid of those. Now we're going to show the dialog. If show dialog. Okay. Then why game executable UNC path. I don't think we need that for game executable. No, well, we'll just leave it like it is. I'm not going to worry about that. We're going to no, we're not going to do that. Then what we're going to do is we got to pop up a dialog box now. This is going to suck. Don't want to create a special dialog for it. That might come in later, maybe. For now, shoot, gonna have to create a dialog. Okay, so let's create another dialog. Let's add a Windows form. Dialog. Game type. Okay, this is just going to be a few radio buttons. Where's radio buttons at? MNOP, Q, property grid. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now we'll select all of them. And we're going to move them all over here and up there. Okay, we'll bring this up, try to center it. Maybe we'll center all these as well. like that. Alright, so now this is RDO. We're going to call this thief1, and we're going to say thief1. I know it's called thief gold, but we're just going to do it this way. Thief2. Thief3 really should know on its own, but oh well, we're going to put it here anyways. Thief3. And for the last one, System Shock 2. Okay, so let's take System Shock 2. Well, let's take these three and we'll center them over System Shock 2 like so. Then we'll take this one as well now. We'll center it over the buttons. These look a little too far over, not sure. Looks a little better. Looks a little better. Okay, game type. Game type. Okay. Do. Now we're going to view the code. Do. Public property game type as string. Okay. So we're gonna go same thing we did with the other one. Gonna make it handle 4 of them. RDO T1, RDO T2, RDO T3, RDO SS2. Okay. Now we're going to say this one we're going to have to do the select case. Actually, no we don't. Just we take off the RDO off the name, so we're going to go equals radio button name replace with nothing. That works. That works. Okay. Now we're going to save all that good stuff. Now let's go back to our settings dialog. Alright. Alright. So, if our show dialog, now we're going to go with new open file dialog. Let's go with new game type. If show dialog equals okay, that. All right. If it equals okay, then we are going to have to do stuff. So I'm going to save this right now. I need to look at the database, maybe change that if needed. I have some, let's open this, or actually let's design this. So I got data type and data, which is going to be, actually, let's open our current Defend Mission Manager Access Database. So it's going to be in D, Games, Defend Mission Manager, and it's right here. Alright, so we got 3 tables in the thing. This is our setup table. Let's just open this. There we go. Okay, so we've got a data type, and so our game dir, game directory, that's our game directory. So we're going to have to add a game type, or not, well, game type, or yeah, game type. Alright, so we're gonna have to add a game type directory. And so to start doing that, we're gonna open up, this is the new one I'm creating in MySQL, because I got MySQL running on my Drobo. So we're going to go into design, data type. Okay, so let's add a game type. Game type, varchar 10, it's good enough. Alright. You don't want that to be null. Let's move that up 1. Right there. Now I'm gonna save it. Done. Okay. So now we can actually open this. And we got no data in it yet, but so we can look at that. Data type, game type, and data. Alright, so I'm going to move that out of the way. Bring this back up. So, well, since I'm going to be first starting with MySQL, I am going to go ahead and add a reference. Alright, so we're going to add a reference. Oh, duh. I need to actually go into our NuGet here. And I need to go to Browse, MySQL. Bring it up. Alright, so typically the one we want is the first one that comes up. This one here, no dependencies, so that is what we want. This is kind of cool because I don't have to install a MySQL driver on my computer. It's all contained in this one library that we're going to use. So I'm going to go ahead and install it now. Where the heck's that install button? Right here. Yeah. Boom. Yep, I want to go ahead and do that. I accept. This is not a commercial product. It's going to be free with option to donate. I would really love to get donations off of this, but it's never happened yet. In all the years, and I've been writing software programs, utilities for 30 years. And I have only ever gotten one shareware payment donation. And that was $10 for a BBS utility I wrote back in the mid-90s. You know what? And as long as I'm here, since we're going to be using SQLite, I'm going to do that as well. The official SQLite dependencies.NET framework. What if I just want the core? No dependencies. Good. That's what I want. All right. All right. So I'm going to install that as well. Okay, we're done. So I can close this window. So now I've got all the proper dependencies I want. So let's see. I think we need to go back to our settings because this is a list box. This is a list box. So what I need to do is I need to make it. Can you have more than one column in a list box? I don't think so. With the list view, you can. So I'm going to have to swap out this list box with the list view. Alright, so we got alright, columns. Let's go add. Let's go do text game. Column header 1, add. Column header is directory, or yeah, directory. Okay, it's not there yet. Let's go header style, visible true, sorting, show group scrollable, multi-select. False. Modifiers. Items. Hot tracking. Hide header style. I don't think we need to click the headers. If we do, font. So what I can do, okay, let's do items. Let's do items. Where did the items go? Members, add. 0 text. Let's go thief 1. can we do the sub item? Sub items. Oh no. Add text thief2. Add thief3. Add system shock 2. That is okay. So we'll say okay. Now what I want to do on this, I want to look at its properties. There's a list mode, I believe. Label wrap, large image list, location. Collection, false, standard. Background image, border style. Where the heck is the list? Full row select, true. Grid lines, header, style, hide selection, hot tracking, hover, items, label, edit, large image list, location, modifiers, multi-select, order, show item. Here we go, the view. Details is what we want. Okay, so we can get rid of all these from the old setup. Oh, come on. Delete. And bring this up. Bring this down a little. Bring these two down a little. There we go. We can bring that down a little. Alright, so our second items collection. No, we want our columns collection, right? Columns. Column header 1. Does it have a width? Let's try 50. $40. Yeah. Alright, and column, the width is, we're going to do 100. 200. Bring it all the way out. 300. 350. 360. No. Let's try 355. Yeah. Okay, we'll do that. Alright, so but we want this whole thing, the list view, to be read-only, so I think, can we do that? Yeah, maybe you can't edit these things anyways, right? Let's test this out for a second. Alright. Yeah, you can't. You know what? I can get rid of that other box. I can get rid of that other dialogue now. That's nice. That's really nice. So I will do that, I think, because I can just have them select this and then locate the game executable for that. That'll work. Alright. So let's go back in. We'll get rid of game types. We'll get rid of this. And we will go into our Solution Explorer and completely delete the game type. We don't want it. Yeah. Alright. So now, What was it? Oh, list exes. Okay. So now we go locate game executable. We don't need that anymore. So I think title, we're going to have to move down here because you can only set static stuff in here. You can't use variables in there. So we're going to go title equals for and parentheses selected items selected items 0 is it value? If show dialog equals okay, and then alright, now let's see if we see what that open file dialog looks like. If I do this, we're gonna need a crash, right? So I need to fix that. Yeah. If list exes selected items count equals 0, then select a game from the list and try again. Let's do exclamation because I made a mistake. Alright. There, we'll keep that from happening. Alright. So now if I do this, boom. Oh! Need to select it. How silly of me. So now I can select one from the list. And we got select game executable for T1. Right there. That'll work. That'll work. Okay. So we can cancel that now. Alright, so we selected a game executable. Now we can go list selected items 0 sub items 0 equals file name. Let's see if that works. T2 look at game executable. Just gonna do this for the heck of it. Oops. So we need sub item 1. Do 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 do. No, that yep. What did we get here? 1 is not valid. Now, how did we do this? Oh, we gotta go. I know. We gotta go sub items, add text, sub items, add file name. Let's see if that works. Been a while since I've used these list boxes. That works. That works. And I suppose if I really wanted to, I could double click that, and now we scroll. We can see the whole Fargan thing. The real path should not be that long, but then I could go here. Actually, what I could do is let's just go actually into the games. So this is for Thief 1. So let's go into games. Thief Gold is our Thief 1. Okay, let's go redo this one. Shoot, it's already there. It's gonna screw us. Okay. Here we go like this. If selected items 0, sub items count equals 0, then else exes selected item 0, sub items 1, text equals file name. That should do it, eh? I'm not Canadian. I'm close though, I'm in Montana. Alright, so there we go. Let's try it again. Okay, so now we are going to, let's do this. Let's go Thief 1, and I do this. And we get a crash. Why? Well, how many sub-items do we have? Wait a minute. Oh, it's still sub-item 0. Isn't it? Isn't it? Well, now I'm going to have to figure this out. If it equals 0, because if I do sub-item 0 like this, yeah, see, sub-item 0 puts it in there. If sub-items count equals 1. No. Let's see what. Message box. Zero. How many is there? First time I ran into a problem. Okay, so there is one sub-item, and that sub-item is 0. Wait a minute. So if that sub-item is 0, let's go. Sub-items count is 1, alright? So if equal 1, okay, now I'm just thinking to myself here. I can't think and talk at the same time. So okay, so that's good. But now if I go back and do that again, see, it puts it here. So sub items, we gotta go 1, right? Oh, that's probably right, because now that something is there, so if we go do this, it puts it there. Now let's go make it thief.exe. Yep, that's what we wanted it to do. Alright, but we actually want that for here. Now we're going to go do the thief 2. thief 2. And we'll go do thief 3, deadly shadows, system, thief 3. That did not work. Oh, I left it on thief 2, doggone it. This is going to be, let's go back to thief 2. There we go. And now we can do system shock 2. See, so now at this point, I could click OK and it should save it based on whatever database we got. And I think the database should move to the bottom to be the last choice. Alright. So that works. Got to do the remove stuff though too. Actually, I don't. Yeah, just for the heck of it. Just for the heck of it, cancel. So now if I do the remove, okay, we can take this, Control C, put it there. Then we're gonna go else. I didn't say else if, I said else. Okay. We're gonna ask them if they're sure. That's what we always have to do. So we're gonna go for list selected items 0. I'm not used to 2015 adding in the closing quotes. I don't remember. I'm so used to having to add it myself. Okay. Text. And I never know. I mean, it seems like this is a good point for most of the things I see questions like this on. They still use the OK cancel buttons. But I mean, this seems like a yes/no question to me. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to go yes, no. And I'm going to go question. Okay, so I'm going to say if equals no, then and I could make this a single line if, but it's quite long, so alright, so now we're going to actually remove it, so we're going to go this exes selected item 0 sub. Oh yeah, we got to do this too. We got to say if exes 0 items count greater than 1, then this exes. Oh, I gotta say sub-items count, huh? Okay, list the exes. Select item 0. Sub-items 1. Right? Equals nothing. Like that. I think that'll do it. Yeah, we get that. T3, remove image. Are you sure you want to remove? Yes. Nothing happens. So let's add to it that for the heck of it. Remove. If I say no, nothing happens. If I say yes, it goes away. Cool. So that is working like we want. Alright. Okay, so now what we gotta do is let's move our stuff down. So I'm gonna make this a little bit longer. We're gonna move this whole thing down. We're going to put it right above that. We'll go source game directory setup right here. Okay. And let's look at the other one now. Oh shoot. 14 hours and 1 day. Okay, yep. Let's look at our other. So now we've got to set our target game directory setup. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to bring it over here and I'm going to paste it. Alright. So we'll bring that up. Oh wait, just a doggone minute. That's a little off. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Well, alright. So now we gotta set our target game directory. So we've got this. This is okay. So we're gonna set our target game directory. I repeat myself too when I'm thinking. So set game directory. Now the folder browser dialog does not give you folder browser dialog. A lot of people hate it, so some people have went to doing an open file dialog or even a save file dialog. To select a directory. I'm not sure. Because if you're going to a, well, you can't save on a, you can't save these games on a network drive. So button set game, and this is going to be the installed games, like when they're ready to play. So I'm just thinking about how to do it. So if I know. Set game directory. Okay, so yeah. Let's do this. Let's go. With new folder browser dialog. Need to drink. Oh. Sorry about that. Target game directory. Target game directory. Show new folder button is true. Okay, that's it. That's all we need for that. Okay. So now we're going to say if show dialog equals okay, then actually it should not equals. Okay, so show dialog, if the show dialog is okay, then we will set the label to the selected path. And that's really all we need to do. Let's see here, because all this stuff will get saved when we click OK. So this PC D games this one here. Okay, there we go. That's what we want it to do. So now we're going to go to the next item of business, and that is the fan mission directory setup. So we are going to copy this. I'm going to paste it in here like we did the others. Paste. It's cool, you can paste from one instance of Visual Studio to another. Okay. Now, let's go to add directory. Okay. So now we double click here. We're going to start working with the add directory. going to say with folder, send my last folder. Thinking again. Alright, so let's go if folder with new folder browser dialog. Okay, yeah, because we got to remember. That's gonna have to be. That's gonna have to be in a module. Otherwise, I don't know how we can keep that local, because we're gonna create a new instance of this every time, right? Add a module. Don't really like doing this, but it works. What happened to my okay, that's folder browser location. All right. Description. Mission directory. Okay. Equals, okay. Then, okay. And first thing we're going to do is set last folder equals selected path. Alright. Okay. Now we're going to say actually, crap, we gotta do that. I gotta find a get universal name. Get universal name. Get directories. Scrub, get web page source, parse. Find a game path. No, download. Actually, I'm looking for this sub right here. it converts like a mapped drive to the actual UNC name or path. So now we gotta find it in the current project. Here it is. Well, I guess we just need to bring this whole thing over. Okay. So let's go. It is UNC path VB mod. Where is it? Oh, UNC path VB. Copy. Solution. Can I paste it into here? Paste. Yeah, I know it can't be found in a solution, so I guess it looks like I gotta go. Just copy. We'll do a copy and paste of all the text. Copy. Now we're going to add another module. V. Okay, so let's get rid of that right now. Alright, so now we can come here, go back to equals selected path, and yeah. Actually, I don't know. If it is okay. Okay, yeah, I don't think I need to do this. On the old one I did. This one, not so much. Because now we can just go list fan mission directories. Items, add, and then we gotta go. Yeah, we probably need UNC path here because we don't want to do it twice. UNC path. Okay, so we say, because we need to see if this is there already. If list contains UNC path, then if not. Now let's test that out. Okay, so we'll add a directory. I'll just go D, Evernote. Okay, so that's there. Now what if I add the same directory again? Doesn't add it. Now, if I add a UNC path, or yeah, if I add a, well, this PC, I've got some map drives, don't I? Yeah, what if I go here? Thief fan missions, and I go Thief 1 missions right here. Alright, see how that converted that to a UNC, where it was actually a map drive. It should have been Z, but it actually mapped it to the drive. Okay, so that's good. Alright. Now we'll look at the remove directory button. Alright. Okay, so if we clicked remove directory, if list of selected items count 10, select an item, select a try again. Okay. So now we're going to just go. Where's it found? I forgot. Selected items. Okay. That should work. Remove. So let's try adding a couple. We'll add 3 and then select the middle one. We'll try that. This PC D ADT Pro. Boom. Evernote. Okay, so I got 3 of them there. Now if I do this, I should get the standard blah blah blah. I'm gonna remove. Yes, that worked. But I should ask, are you sure? Okay, that should do that, eh? Try it again. Oops, you know, I forgot to put that there. This PC D game. No, should stay there. It did it anyways, dang it. If equals yes. There we go. Let's try that again. NVIDIA. Easy. No. Good. Yes. Okay. That works. What else we got? In the old one? In the old one. Oh, we gotta do the add multiple directories. Oh, that's gonna be fun. So let's go add multiple directories. Shouldn't be too much fun because we are going to copy that over from somewhere else. Solution Explorer. Select one or more. That is a panel. How come there's nothing in that panel? View code. Oh, tree view MS. Okay. So, tree view. Okay, so we've got to create a user control, right? Let me see if that's what that is. Tree view MS. Pretty sure it is. Add new item. Now we'll add a user control. User control. I'm going to call it tree view MS. Okay, so why the heck view code? The design is not working. Well, in the we're gonna cut that part out, I think. So I'm going to make, we're not gonna use this right now. I might put it in later, but right now, just for expedience of getting this thing moving along, I am going to make that button invisible. Source visible. False. There. So now when we see it, it should not be there. Yeah, it's not there. Alright, so now we got to set up our, we can bring this up because I don't think we need any more after this. And we bring that up, save that, and we got a nice looking little box here. So what I can do is make the width of this, so if we go to our dialog settings and we go where we set, we can go height equals if RDOSQ light checked. Then we want to go height minus 50. Something like that, right? Can't do it that way, I guess, huh? That works. Let's see if that works. No. Oh, that sucked. Oh, here we... No, I did it completely wrong. Completely wrong. Like that. But it still didn't work. Ugh, look at that. Dang it. So what can I do now? I suppose I could just go to design for this and make it 50 less size. Yeah, so now let's start this up. Yep. That and that. Why does it make it so cotton? Yeah, maybe that's not a good idea. For now, anyways. Be something I can figure out later on. Form 1. It's good. Okay. let's do this. Maybe this will work. Height. Because right now, it is what? What's the height of the thing? 561? 511. Just make it static. 61. We'll give that one shot. If it doesn't work, we'll move on. That did not work. But yet that works. Okay. Why don't I just do this? Loaded. I like to put the loaded stuff at the very top. Right here. Alright. If RDO SQLite checked, then height equals 511. Right? Because it's 561. And if it's checked, it should just put it to 511. And the bad part about it is I'm not going to be able to go back and edit all these coughs out. It'll take a lot of work to do that. Oh, look, it's down where we want it. Yep. That works exactly like we want. Alright. Well, we got the dialog finished and working. The only thing I don't have done is the writing the settings to the database, but we will do that in the next video. So we'll see you know, whenever that happens to be. Thanks for watching, and if you like it, give it a like. And tell all your friends, and subscribe, and all that good stuff, you know. We'll talk to you next time.